Hi, and welcome to Adventures with Alchemy. Today we are going to be featuring hot consumable items because it is cold. We are in the middle of the winter season, and I'm not sure where you live, but where I live, it's not really cold at all, okay? It almost doesn't get cold here at all, but sometimes it does get a little chilly, and for those days we like to enjoy a nice soup or a hot toddy if you're feeling a little under the weather. So I felt that today would be a good chance to feature a couple things that are not only good for you, but they're also very friendly during the cold winter months, okay? So what I have here for you today is going to be eventually a type of hot toddy. Now, hot toddies is a hot drink that is made with an abundance of different things, but usually it could be like cognac, bourbon, whiskey, a little bit of lemon, some honey, spices, and there's so many different ways to make a hot toddy. And I'm going to show you a very unique way to make a hot toddy. I love to experiment with different ways of infusing. Love cold infusions, love rapid infusions, love regular infusions like a mason jar, throw everything in there, you know. And today we're going to show a hot siphon infusion. This little puppy right here is called a hot siphon infusion or a coffee siphon. These are fantastic for coffee brewing, and they are also fantastic for infusing your cocktails, for infusing all variety sorts of things. So we're going to enjoy a nice, unique style of hot toddy, okay? So let's do this. So the way a hot siphon works, okay, is you have this bubbler underneath, you have a heat source underneath the bubbler, and then you have this like infusion chamber. This goes on top. It has this cool little filter thing on that goes inside, and what happens is you heat your liquid. It has as it heats up, it has nowhere to go but up, and it gets pushed up through this little chamber here, and it rises slowly through these beautiful ingredients, infusing it, and then when it's ready, it just goes and it comes back down. It's really cool, really fun. So now that we have that mental view, that mental image, let's do this. We're going to start with 4 ounces of water. Now, you will get this done much faster if you heat the water up first, okay? You could boil your water first, and you know, if you're in a busy bar or something, you know, that's a good idea to do. Or what they do in some bars is they actually take all the ingredients, at least all the wet ingredients, they put it in a sous vide, and they just let it sit in the sous vide at a certain temperature. That way they can just pull it, pour it, and go, you know? So for the sake of efficiency, that's always a good idea. But for now, let's take it easy. We're not in a hurry. That's what editing is for. We're actually going to do 2 ounces of simple syrup because this actually requires a little bit of honey as well. Normally you would just do honey for this, but we're going to use a honey stick for this. We're going to actually use like a hardened honey stir for stirring and for flavor, okay? So 2 ounces of simple syrup. You could do this with honey as well. It doesn't have to be simple syrup. Next, we're going to do 4 ounces of Irish whiskey. I tried to get a bottle of Redbreast. I could not find a bottle of Redbreast. I love Redbreast Irish whiskey, so we're just going to stick with Jameson for today, okay? Okay, now that we have our liquid nice and ready to go, we're going to add our aromatics and our spices. Slowly put your chamber in. Okay, and your filter, or your stopper, make sure it's right in the center. Well, look, it's time to mise en place, shall we? We have some lemongrass. We have 1 stalk of lemongrass cut into 4ths, 1 stick of cinnamon, one vanilla bean, 1 whole vanilla bean, 1 star anise, okay. 4 whole cloves, the rind of a whole lemon, and 2 rinds of clementine. Now, orange is also good. You could also do it with a tangerine. You can do it just about any citrus, but for this one, you know. Nothing is set in stone, people. You can choose the flavors you like and just have fun with it. Experiment, have fun with this. And again, if you don't have one of these little devices, use an infusion jar. Get yourself a mason jar and just throw it in the mason jar. You don't have to get all fancy with it. I just wanted to show you something that maybe you've never seen before. I remember the first time I saw this, my eyes bugged out of my skull. I couldn't believe it. I was like, wow, wow, wow. And you can see this is a little bit bigger than we're looking at for. So in this case, we're just gonna break it and just put it in there. Again, if you work in a bar, you work in a place, presentation is everything. Use it, cut everything, make it look nice. Right now we're gonna give this a good shake, a good stir. So that that syrup is not the first thing that burns. All right, so get your heat source lit up, get your burner going. And let magic and gravity do its thing. So you're gonna see that little by little, the liquid starts to build right here, and it's gonna start to rise. When that happens, from that point to it being finished is about 10 minutes, okay? So that means the liquid is hot and it's starting to get pushed up. So that's about 10 to 12 minutes, give or take. Keep an eye on it. You don't wanna overdo it because it'll just be like, just passed with all this intense flavor and it might be too much. 10 to 15 minutes, 10 to 12 minutes, I would even say, is a good time of infusion to get a proper fusion without hurting any of the other notes, any other flavor notes. So be patient, but also keep an eye. Here we go. You see that it's starting to run out here. You'll see, we're almost there. From here, it's safe. You can actually push down some of these things in here, kind of let all these flavors mingle. I mean, it's a party, you know? And you could double up all these ingredients and fill this sucker up. I mean, it's fine. It's just me, you know? So I'm not gonna waste alcohol by making so much, you know? I'm just gonna make enough to show you. There it is. You see how it just went trosh? That means it's finished. It tells you on its own when it's done. Don't forget to turn the burner off. As you can see, it's all there. It's ready to go. We're gonna let that cool a little bit. Then we're gonna remove this top chamber, pour ourselves a drink. So, your drink is ready. Get yourself a slice of orange or a slice of clementine. Put it right there. Again, this drink calls for honey, so either use 4 ounces of honey or your 2 ounces of syrup. And I love these things, so I'm gonna use this. This is a honey stirrer. It's just hardened honey on a stick. Use it to stir and flavor your drink. So, get your cocktail, get your hot toddy. That's good for your body. Oh, you could smell all those spices and aromas. I feel like just breathing this is gonna cure me of whatever illnesses I may or may not have, so. So yeah, put this bad boy in there. You now have your stir. Try not to get stuck to the bottom of the glass because it's hot. And yep, so to healthy evenings and healthy days. May we all see each other soon. Cheers, my friends. Oh man, that's good. Squeeze that orange in there. Now, you may find this to be a tad sweet. In that case, I would say maybe brew a little hot tea, or even put the tea in the infuser, a little black tea. Perfect. Cheers, friends.